Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing Electric Slime Company. This is another subscriber slime shop, so if you are interested in checking this slime shop out, I will leave the link to their shop in the description down below. And if you'd want to send me anything from your business, whether it's slime or something else, I also leave my business email down in the description. All of the slimes came wonderfully packaged, nothing cracked or leaked, and besides the slimes, they sent me this bottle of activator, which was also protected, which is amazing. And then this little baggie of extras, which included some candies, their business card, and a little like package of squishy, like glow in the dark squishy things, which I actually have on my desk right now, and those candies are amazing, by the way. They're already gone. So here are the slimes that they sent. They sent a total of 4 slimes, all in 6-ounce containers. They are pink screw top like dome lid containers with their slime shop logo on the top and the slime name on the side. The first slime for review is Chicken's Cheese. This is a yellow butter slime that comes with some cheese sprinkles, a cheese charm, and a chicken charm. They didn't send a part of the description what didn't include what the scents are, so I'm just gonna have to do my best to describe them. I honestly thought they were gonna come unscented since I didn't see anything about them, but whatever, I'm gonna do my best to describe them. So this one in particular, I think smells a lot like Smarties, like not like the chocolate Smarties that like everywhere else besides the US has. I'm talking about the ones inside the US that are like just like discs of sugar. It smells really sweet, and I even asked the opinion of my mom and she agreed the scent smells like that, but it smells good. I'm just happy it doesn't smell like cheese or chickens. I'm not a fan of savory scents, and I don't know what chicken would, well, I mean, I know what chickens smell like, but I don't know. It would be weird. So for reviews, I get sent like many different types of containers. I never know where the actual fill line is going to be. I don't measure them out. This one in particular did come underfilled compared to the rest. So if it's supposed to be like to the very top, I would always recommend filling it to there. And if you sent it and it was to the top, that just means you sent it with some extra air in it. So like when you make a slime, you have to let it sit for a few days so all the air comes out, so it doesn't come to your customer underfilled, because all of that air finally came out. The slime texture itself though is absolutely amazing. It's one of those no residue or tackiness type of butter slimes. It's really fun to play with and super holdable. It's got a smooth butter texture to it, and if you can't tell already, it's got some pretty loud bubble pops. I will say it doesn't inflate very much and like very fast. Like it took a very long time for me to get it to where it is right now, which is barely fluff, I guess. So if you're one of those people that doesn't like inflation, this one is absolutely perfect. It's not super dense. It's still really soft, but just doesn't inflate a lot. This is definitely one of those slimes that would be really great for beginners, or if you're looking for one of those couch slimes where you're just doing something else and you can just mindlessly like fold a slime into your hand and you don't have to worry about it. Like even if you accidentally drop it, yeah, you're gonna get probably crap in it and it's gonna be terrible, but you're not gonna get it like stuck in your carpet or your couch or whatever. This one would be perfect for that. I also love how unique the concept is for this one. I love the name, it's adorable, and everything about this one is amazing, so it is getting 5 out of 5 pajamas. This next slime is Cookie Monster Ice Cream Mochi Donut. That is a handful of a name, but I like it. It comes with a thick and glossy blue slime base. It also comes with a Mochi Donut DIY clay piece, 2 slime glazes to add on top, and some clay sprinkles. The base for this slime is ultra glossy and super pretty. I adore this baby blue color. It looks so pretty, and it smells really sweet, like frosting or icing, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know. But it smells really good. I am such a fan of the smell. Putting the DIY together did take a little bit longer than most DIYs do, which it's not a bad thing at all. I love when DIYs take a really long time, but that's why the video is like super sped up. So it's not as aesthetically pleasing as I wanted it to be, but I also didn't want it to take forever and you're just kind of sitting here like, how long is she going to take? But the DIY process itself was super fun to put together. There were a ton of sprinkles to add, which you can see like they're all over. The glaze was super cute, and I love that there were 2 different colors that you got to add to it. It just adds a like sense of uniqueness to it, so you can kind of decorate it however you want. I will say the glazes themselves were pretty tacky. I did activate them a little bit, probably a little more than I should have, but it was just so that I didn't like get it all over my hands when I was trying to make the slime look all pretty and whatever. I would just recommend maybe adding lotion or something. It just kind of felt like the glazes were just like pure glue and borax or whatever activator you use, which there isn't any problem with that. It's just gonna like mix into the slime. It's really not going to change the slime at all, which it didn't. But if you add just maybe a tad bit of lotion, it might make the DIY process a little bit easier. Mixing the clay into the slime was super satisfying, and it felt really cool because the clay donuts separated it into its little separate balls, so it kind of mixed in a little different than most clay pieces do. And once it fully mixed, it turned into like a muted green blue color. The slime texture itself is kind of chubby, like slightly chubby I would say, and a really soft clay slime. It's really soft on your hands, and it just feels so relaxing. The slime is super stretchy and really fun to squish. And I would also say it does have a slower amount of inflation as well, a little more than the last one, but still pretty slow. So again, if you're not a huge fan of inflation, this one takes a pretty long time to actually get it to inflate. It also has some really good and again loud bubble pops, which are super satisfying. I wouldn't say this slime particularly has like a runny base to it, but it's definitely a lot thinner and definitely on the thin side for like a clay slime. So I would keep this one on a table, but I still really like it. I am a big fan of like the more thin clay slimes. I just think they're a lot funner to play with because they usually have like a slight jiggle to it, and they're just super fun to like get your aggression out on because you can like squish it really hard and it just kind of like flops everywhere. I don't know, but it's really satisfying. This one is also getting 5 out of 5 pajamas. Third for review is Game Controller Crunch, which is a 2-toned Bingsu slime that comes with a game controller charm and some game controller sprinkles. I don't actually know if this one is scented because to me it just smells like deep freezer ice. So if you've ever had a deep freezer, you might know what I'm talking about. When you have one, these like crystals will form on like every side of the freezer, and it's ice, but it just smells different. And you know, it's a gross fact, I know, because I know that ice is probably the worst thing for you, but I used to eat it. But that's what it smells like, and I actually kind of like the smell because I like weird smells, but I don't know if I could explain it any other way. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I am so sorry. I don't know what other way to describe it. I love the add-ins for this slime. The controllers are just so cute, and the big controller is like perfect. Like I just love the controller females. They just look so good, and I love the fact that it's pink. I don't mean to like go into that category, but like anytime someone talks about video games or game controllers, I think like dominantly they're gonna think about like boys, men, whatever, because I mean it is usually that way. But it's nice to see that it's pink because girls game too. As I'm sitting here, I'm just like waiting to play Fortnite. Yes, I play Fortnite. So once I'm done doing this voiceover, that's what I'm gonna go do. Mixing the 2 colors together was super satisfying and really cool because some of those Bingsu beads are still their respective colors, so you're still going to see the white and the pink even though the slime is fully mixed together. This slime is definitely one of those ones that just has immediate crunches. You don't even have to try to get them, but if you do try, there's going to be so many, but like just like touching the slime, it has so many crunches to it, which is amazing. And what I really like about this one, I don't know, like there's multiple things in this one that I don't know how they did it. Firstly, it is definitely packed, like a packed Bingsu slime, so more slow on the stretching, but it has a really good amount of stretch for how packed it is. Like I love that. This one also doesn't have like as much of like the typical Bingsu bead residue tackiness type of thing. It still does because it's a Bingsu slime. I don't even know if you can really avoid that, but it's a lot less than any slime I've tried so far. Because it is so packed, it is a little tough on the hands, so I would be careful about that, but at least for me it feels really nice. It's a perfect Bingsu texture and it has endless crunches. So this one is getting 5 out of 5 pajamas. Last for this review is Birthday Cake Milkshake. This is a yellow cloud cream based slime that comes with a clay whipped cream, a cherry charm, a candy stick charm, 3 lollipop charms, and rainbow sprinkles. The scent on this one is probably my favorite out of all 4. It smells like icing and frosting again, kind of like that mochi donut one, but like with a hint of like wedding cake. It smells a lot sweeter, and I love like the sweet cakey scents. They make my mouth water, and it's just so realistic. It smells so good. The base to this slime is dense and like a dry cloud cream. It also has some crisp bubble pops and pokes, which are really fun to listen to. It's some of my favorite ASMR because I just find like the crisp ones just really satisfying. The clay whipped cream did come broken. I mean, I just like to point out like everything, but I don't really care. I also like that the clay whipped cream is different than most that I've seen. Like everyone seems to use like the whipped cream like mold, which there's nothing wrong with that because it looks amazing and the detail on it is really good. But this one looks good as well because it's unique to the other ones, and just like it's like definitely homemade, and everybody knows, right, that homemade milkshakes just hit different than when you get them like at a restaurant. I love the generosity with the charms. They looked so good with the slime, and they're just so colorful and amazing. And especially the sprinkles. They look like they were made for this slime. They look so good, and there's a like amazing amount of them. You can see it even as I stretch it. You can still see them, which is awesome. Putting the slime together was extremely fun as well. I loved, like, I was making my own milkshake, and it just, like, everything just fell together so perfectly, and mixing it together was also super fun. I loved mixing in the soft clay to the cloud cream base, and I was really excited to see what the texture was going to turn out like, which it's always, like, so mysterious before you mix it in when it's not just like a regular base, like when it's got other things in it. So like this one is a cloud cream, so it's got instant snow in it, so it's always like, what's the slime going to turn into, which is always fun to me. Once it fully mixed, the texture turned into a super soft like snow butter texture that looks exactly like birthday cake batter. Like, it looks so good. Everything about the slime is so perfect. The slime inflates a decent amount, but it does take a long time and it does deflate quickly, so it could be another one for you guys if you don't like inflation, but maybe you want to experience it, you just don't want to deal with like the after effects. This one would be pretty good because it does deflate super quickly. Once it does inflate, it becomes very sizzly, and it does have, I will say, a little tackiness to it, but it's really not that bad, and I just added a little bit of activator to my hands, and that definitely fixed it. I don't know if it was a temporary fix, but it fixed it for me. This one also gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Again, if you want to check out this slime shop, it will be linked in the description down below, which I definitely recommend checking them out. Their slime textures are amazing. If you made it this far, comment down below someone in your life that you're really grateful for. I'm grateful for a lot of people, but recently it's been a friend that I actually met online. I play video games with him, and he's so nice. Now I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.